on 12 News, the fall harvest in Golden Valley that cultivates friendships and helps others. Plus, a Brooklyn Park fourth grader who just landed an opportunity. Deserving of a celebration. But first, the expansion of charter schools that aims to close a stubborn achievement gap. 12 News starts right now. And hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Parents in Brooklyn Park have another option for educating their kids.
A first-of-its-kind public charter school focuses on narrowing the achievement gap, starting with the youngest learners. Reporter Shannon Slatton shows us how it's different.
You're going to be able to draw your futuristic setting.
A bright future for the youngest of students. That's the goal of a new public charter school in Brooklyn Park.
Can we say so smart, Eris?
Students are already 6 weeks into school at the Minnesota Early Learning Academy, located on the backside of Northern Light Church of Christ.
We are really focused on getting kids to be readers by the end of third grade.
The student body is diverse, and 35% of students don't speak English at home.
You won't find any large group instruction in any of the rooms. It's all small group and individualized instructions.
And you can see that individual learning plan at work inside the classrooms.
One-on-one computing, so every child has a tablet and they're receiving reading instruction that's designed just for them and math instruction as well on those devices.
The school day is longer too. Students go to school from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and have extracurricular activities built into the day.
They had great music class and everything, and to know that he's learning all different nationalities.
Parent Carlos Robinson says the school was the right choice for his son Deontay.
He loves the school. He comes back and we ask him every day, like, how was school? What did you learn? It's something new every day. Even the homework packets are amazing. Like, they're very fun and it keeps him captivated.
It was a 2-year process to open this school in Minnesota. There are 5 schools operating like this already in Chicago.
Fits a niche. I mean, just down the street from here is a charter high school.
So we need to close that achievement gap going forward. And this is one thing that can help that.
Right now, it's kindergarten through 2nd grade, serving students in an 8-mile radius. Eventually, the hope is it will be pre-K through 5th grade.
This is a wonderful school that really breaks the mold. First of all, it's so inclusive. The diversity of this student body is amazing.
In Brooklyn Park, Shannon Slatton, 12 News.
The school still has room for more students. The Minnesota Association of Charter Schools lists this as the 6th charter school in Brooklyn Park.
This weekend, it's Click It or Ticket. Local law enforcement agencies and others around the state will start extra seatbelt law enforcement. The increased enforcement continues until the end of the month. According to the Minnesota Department of Public Safety, seatbelt compliance is above 90%. Nearly half of all people killed in crashes last year were unbuckled.
Saturday may be your last chance to recycle electronics for free. Old TVs, computers, printers, cell phones, VCRs, all can be recycled free at Brooklyn Park's maintenance facility at 8300 Noble Avenue from 8 until 3 on Saturday. It is open to residents of Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center, Crystal, and New Hope. Next year, there will be a charge for electronics. Other items such as mattresses, carpet, motor oils, and also antifreeze will also be collected.
All the material we're collecting, we are going to recycle, and some of it's tough to recycle. You know, if you put a mattress out at your curbside, they could charge you upwards of $30, $40 to collect that. We'll charge $15 tomorrow. But these are all unique items. They don't fit in your regular trash bin, but they still have recycling value.
Free paper shredding is also available.
Internet speeds for parts of the Northwest Metro are about to get fast and make that really fast. Comcast, the Twin Cities' largest internet provider, is drastically boosting internet speeds in several areas where there are a lot of business users. That includes parts of Plymouth along County Road 6 and 9, Bass Lake Road, Nathan Lane, and Cheshire Lane, and in Maple Grove in the Linden Drive, Justin Circle area. Customers will see speeds up to 10 gigabytes per second. To put that into perspective, they say you could download an entire HD movie in a couple blinks of the eye. Well, churches periodically ask members of their congregation to bring in food to donate to local food shelves.
But at one Golden Valley church, they started a program where they just grow the food right on site. As Delane Cleveland reports, it's turned the church into quite a community gathering space.
This was all just green grass.
Suburban communities are known for their lush green lawns.
We have 4 acres of property here at Valley.
Valley Community Presbyterian Church in Golden Valley certainly has a green lawn, but about 6 years ago, they realized they could utilize the space for plants other than grass.
We have everything from tomatoes to squash and everything in between.
Welcome to the Valley Community Garden, which is home to 20 15 by 30 plots that the church rents out to anyone with a green thumb who either can't garden at their own place or who prefers the family atmosphere offered here.
This is my plot, which we're definitely winding down for the year.
In Sheila Sheldon's case, she commutes all the way from St. Paul to garden at Valley.
There's lots of community gardens around our house in St. Paul, but the sense of community that I have here, not just with the fellow members of Valley, but then the community around it is very important to me.
It's a sense of community felt not just through gardening. Over the summer, the group would gather twice a month for potluck dinners cooked with the food they harvested.
I can tell you that the kitchen smells really good. That's what the potlucks bring to mind, but it's an amazing group of people.
It's a group of people who not only share the food they grow with the congregation, but with those in need through Prism's food shelf.
I mean, when you're growing the food and you're literally delivering it to folks who are hungry, there's a strong connection there between the ministry that is happening over at Prism and the ministry that's happening here at the church.
That part of the ministry will be put to rest in a couple weeks thanks to Mother Nature.
I'd say in the next couple weeks, most of these plots will be completely cleared out.
But they'll be right back at it again when spring has sprung.
It's really a spiritual practice when you are in connection with the earth.
In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
The plots of land cost $60 for a full-size plot or $30 for half, and we have more information on our website. It's 12.tv. Coming up, a special surprise for a Brooklyn Park 4th grader.
Then later in sports, Wayzata takes on Champlin Park as the girls' tennis playoffs continue.
But first, is it really October? Weekend temperatures climb with a shot at 80 on Sunday. This week marks Fire Prevention Week.
And today, students at Osseo Creek Elementary got an unexpected surprise during a fire drill. Here's reporter Sonia Goins.
One by one, students filed out of Osseo Creek Elementary. Just as students got the okay to head back inside, the Brooklyn Park Fire Chief and other staff members showed up.
Hi. How are you?
After greeting students,
Fridays are awesome.
the group headed to Mrs. Corton's 4th grade class.
My name is Fire Chief Ken. How are you today?
Chief Ken Perlman was on hand to announce the winner of an essay contest.
Any idea who that person that's in this room might be?
Students had to write about why they wanted to be fire chief for a day.
And that person is going to get to spend the day with me riding around in my squad car.
After a few tense moments,
So the winner, who's going to be the fire chief for the day, is Mitchell Knight.
one 4th grader was extremely happy.
Come here, buddy. Here's a little bag and some other goodies for you. There you go. Congratulations.
Mitchell Knight says he's always dreamed of being a firefighter.
I'm gonna go on calls and I know good stuff.
Mitchell also seemed very interested in truly helping other kids understand fire safety.
Firefighting is in Mitchell's blood.
Because my grandpa is a fire marshal for Egan.
Sadly, Mitchell never got to meet the man he looks up to.
It was my dad, and my dad passed away at age 55. He got cancer. I don't know if it was from fighting fires, but Mitchell never met his grandpa. And he's named after his grandpa.
No doubt, Fire Marshal Reed would be beaming with pride at Mitchell's accomplishment.
I am so proud of him. He is so excited, and it just brings a tear to my eye.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Well, Mitchell will be sworn in next Friday at 8:30. He'll hang out with the chief for the day, observing fire duties. That'll be a cool day, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. We both are a little choked
Yeah.
up here.
Coming up, the search for the Great Pumpkin takes us to Dayton.
But first in sports, highlights from the final night of the regular season for the Armstrong and Park Center soccer teams. John Jacobson has that and more when we come back.
It's pretty fun when you can get on a roll, and that's what the Armstrong girls soccer team has done.
8 wins in a row heading into the postseason. Yeah, not bad at all. The Armstrong girls soccer team clinched the Northwest Suburban Conference title this week. The Falcons look to wrap up the regular season in style as they played host to Park Center on senior night. The Falcons' Mariah Haberly scores from 20 yards out with a nice shot, top corner of the net. 1-0 Armstrong less than 7 minutes into the match. Later in the first half, Haberly with a nice crossing pass to Anna Hansen, who's all alone and scores. Armstrong's up 2-0, and that is the score at halftime. Second half, and Bella Reed makes a nice pass ahead to Haberly, who goes in alone. and scores her 29th goal of the season, breaking the school's single-season mark set by Megan Almanzo in 1998. And Haberly adds one more for good measure, scoring on a free kick as Armstrong blanks Park Center 4-0. The coaches will seed for the section tournaments on Sunday. The boys' game between the Falcons and Pirates featured a surprising result. An Armstrong team in last place in the Northwest Suburban coming in, looking to knock off the Pirates. Armstrong's number 13, Josh Adams, stealing the pass, volleys it to himself, wins the race to the ball, and then scores a great goal just over 5 minutes in. Falcons goalkeeper John Slack makes the lead stand up, and Armstrong stuns Park Center with a 1-0 win. Also in Northwest Suburban boys play, Champlin Park hosting Totino-Grace. Totino-Grace's Andrew Keller with a high free kick to the front of the net. Edmund McAdams saves the header, but Connor Mullen gets there to bury the rebound, and the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. They look for more, but Iwama Namara is robbed by a nice foot save by McAdam, and that keeps his team within a goal at this point. Later in the first half, the shot taken by Keller, and McAdam slips on this play. Imo Ituko dives in for the amazing header goal here. Watch this one, and Totino-Grace is up 2-0 at halftime. Each team scores once in the second half, and Totino-Grace wins it 3-1. The girls' tennis playoffs are heating up. Quarterfinal round matches were held Thursday in the two main Class AA sections that we cover. In Section 5AA, second seed Wayzata hosted Champlin Park. One single, Sam Stevenson for Wayzata, Allie Kelly for Champlin Park. Stevenson with the approach shot, setting up the volley winner. And then it's Stevenson with a couple of nice forehands to win the point, and she wins her match in straight sets. One doubles, Haley Bowden and Sydney Stern in the near court for Wayzata, Olivia Stenstead and Brittany Janney for Champlin Park. Good rally here. Janney with a perfect lob shot for the Rebels point. But Bowden and Stern win the match in straight sets. Stern getting the winner here for Wayzata point. At number 2 singles, Emily Reisman for Wayzata, Danielle Wolf for Champlin Park. Reisman with a nice passing shot for a point. Later in her match, she'll rip another forehand winner, and she wins as well in straight sets. 3 singles, Ava Marco for Wayzata and Bundy for Champlin Park, and Marco with the backhand winner. And the Trojans go on to win it over Champlin Park. 7-0 is the final. Also in Section 5AA, 6 seed Maple Grove knocks off number 3 seed Buffalo 4-3. The Crimson face Wayzata in the semifinals Wednesday at Baseline Tennis Center at the U of M. Armstrong falls 4-3 to St. Michael Albertville. The Knights meet top seed Delano in the other semifinal. In Section 6AA, Hopkins moves into the semifinals with a 6-1 win over St. Louis Park. The Royals will meet Edina in the semis Monday morning. Third seed Benilde wins 7-0 over Burnsville. The Red Knights play Eastview in the semifinals also Monday morning at Baseline. In Class A, Breck and Blake advance to the Section 4 final. Osseo's volleyball team looked to bounce back from a loss to Champlin Park as they traveled to Plymouth to face the Armstrong Falcons. Set 1, Armstrong facing set point, but Madeline Zanenko sets to Lauren Clark for the kill, keeping the Falcons alive. Osseo wins the set on the next point on the kill there by Rihanna Furman. Second set, Lane Ruska, the back set to Ellie Hoyt. She'll tip it over the Armstrong blockers. And then Clark will hammer home the kill just inside the back line. Armstrong loses to Osseo 25-20. It'll be Osseo winning in 3 sets, 25-19, 25-15, and 25-14. The Orioles sweeping the Falcons. Live tonight, Friday on Channel 12. Prep football, Shakopee at Maple Grove as we close out the regular season.
All right, already here. Wow,
Yeah.
thanks, John. Still ahead, picking the perfect pumpkin.
We make our way to the biggest pumpkin patch in the Northwest Metro, coming up next. You can help put a smile on a kid's face by donating a gently used bicycle on Saturday. The nonprofit Free Bikes for Kids is trying to break a Guinness World Record by collecting more than 5,000 bikes in 4 hours from 9 to 1 o'clock. The bikes will be fixed up by volunteers and then handed to kids in need in early December. You can drop off the bikes at a line of medical clinics in Brooklyn Park, Maple Grove, Plymouth, and the Courage Kenny Rehabilitation Institute in Golden Valley. Well, our unseasonably warm weather will have you wanting to get outside a little this weekend.
And in today's Weekend Showcase, Neil Persley found an authentic pumpkin patch you may want to visit for fun and Halloween necessities.
It all started 10 years ago.
We started it, me and my brothers, 2 younger brothers.
The Dehn kids wanted to sell a few pumpkins in their front lawn.
And eventually it's grown into a lot bigger.
The Dehn family farm in Dayton is the site of Dehn's Pumpkins, a truly enjoyable family-run Halloween fest.
Hello.
Dehn's Pumpkins belies the true scope of just what you'll find.
We have pumpkins.
They certainly do.
And then we have a corn pit, a pumpkin jumper, and a giant inflatable slide.
Trying to make it to the top of the slide in your socks presents a slippery challenge.
A lot of them haven't even been able to get up on the slide part, but they're just going up the stairs and falling down the stairs here, and they're just having tons of fun.
Half the thrill is just making it to the top. But wait, there's more.
And our corn maze. And hay rides.
I love hay rides. Love hay rides, and I'm sure the kids are going to be excited too once they're able to get on there and see everything out here.
From the jumpers and slides to the corn pit and the pedal tractors, there's plenty to keep the wee ones entertained. Dehn's is also the place to come for all your Halloween decoration needs. Everything from Indian corn to an outstanding selection of gourds and squashes. Check out their spooky boutique for gifts, novelties, and decorations, as well as costumes for the tykes.
Each year, the great pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch that he thinks is the most sincere.
When I came out to Dehn's, I thought, I've got to find a pumpkin patch that the great pumpkin will visit, and that takes sincerity. The pumpkin patch has to be sincere, and look at this. Sincerity as far as the eye can see. This weekend, the weather is going to be outstanding, and if you don't have your pumpkins, this is the place to come. Their pumpkin patch is so sincere, I just know you'll see the great pumpkin. From Dehn's Pumpkins in Dayton, I'm Neil Persley, 12 News.
And Dehn's Pumpkins is open through the end of October. That does it for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
And we'll see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone.